Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga. My name is Debbie, and this class is brought to you by Family Care Health Centers in St. Louis, Missouri. My usual spiel is please listen to and respect your body and only move in ways that feel safe and okay and comfortable in your body. You're going to notice some stretching sensation. You might find yourself getting fatigued. That's all normal and okay. However, sharp or burning pain is your body's way of warning you that it doesn't like that and you may injure yourself. So just because I say to do something does not mean you have to do it. What else? Take a break, rest, watch for a little bit, do the class in intervals. Please do whatever is necessary for you to make this class accessible for your body. You may want a block or a footstool or something at some point for the class today, and you may also want a strap. It's not necessary, but if you have a belt or something strap-like, you might want to grab that as well. All right, so let's start by taking a minute to get centered. So find an easy seated position. Of course, you're on a chair that doesn't have wheels. We want you to be stable and sturdy. But find some length in the spine. Reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling as you allow the shoulders to melt down away from the ears. Go ahead and lower your gaze or close your eyes. And just take a minute to arrive fully present in your body in this moment, setting aside any worries or concerns about the day. They'll still be there when we're finished. Right now is the time for us to nurture and care for ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually. So just allow your focus to land on the breath, feeling the cool air coming in through the nose, the warm air leaving the nose. Remembering that each time we focus our attention on the breath, it is a powerful way to calm the central nervous system. And if you'd like to set an intention for your class today, now would be a great time to do that. So an intention is any quality or characteristic that you would like to be more present in your life. It might be forgiveness, determination, willpower, courage, whatever speaks to you today. And then together we're going to take 3 of the longest, slowest, deepest breaths that you've taken all week. It's only Monday, so well, it's Monday that I'm recording this. All right, so go ahead and let all your breath out. Take a long, slow inhale through the nose, and then exhale out the mouth. Exhaling until you can't exhale any further. And then take 2 more like that at your pace. Resume normal breathing when you're finished. And then we'll gently blink open the eyes And maybe scooch a little bit more toward the front edge of your chair. Check to make sure that ankles are directly under the knees. Knees are about hip width distance apart. And we'll just start by warming up the spine. So on an inhale, arch the back, draw the shoulder blades together. The torso leans a little bit forward and the chin lifts. And then on an exhale, reverse all that. Scoop out the belly, round the back, widen the shoulder blades, and the chin drops. And we'll just flow like that. So inhale for cow pose and exhale for cat pose. Moving at your pace with your breath. But we inhale for cow and exhale for cat. And the next time you come into cow pose, we're just going to hold this pose and find your slow, deep, even breaths here. Good. On an exhale, we're going to hold cat pose. Good. Then let's flow 2 more times. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And come on, back up to neutral. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee if that's not in your scope. You can always cross the right ankle over the left ankle. But we're just going to cross the right ankle either over the left knee or the left ankle. And we're going to spread the right toes as much as possible. And then relax. Spread the right toes and relax. Spread the toes. Relax. One more time. Spread those right toes as much as possible. And relax. Good. Let's switch to the other side. So now the left ankle crosses over the right knee or the right ankle, whichever is best for you. And then again, we're going to spread the left toes as much as possible and relax the toes. Spread and flex and relax. A couple more times. Spread and relax. And last time, spread those toes and soften. We're going to uncross the legs. We're going to bring our feet together, our knees together, and I want you to imagine really rooting down into the floor in your inner heels. So that kind of fires up the legs. So when I say inner heel, I mean the inside of your heel. So knees are pressed together, inner heels rooted down. Take a breath in, and maybe you hold on to the chair a little bit here. This one, it does help to be on the front edge of your chair. So we're going to take a breath in, and on an exhale, the knees fall open and the inner edge of your feet open too. And then come back together. Exhale, knees fall wide. Inhale, knees press together. Exhale, knees fall open. Inhale, everything presses together. A few more times. pressed together. So now we're going to take what we call half hero pose. So we're going to take the right foot to the outside of the right side of our chair, and the top of the foot is on the floor. You can't really see what I'm doing here. So it kind of looks like this. So we're getting into the quadricep a little bit here. Again, we're on the edge of our chair. The top of the right foot is on the floor to the right side of the chair, and the right knee is pointed down toward the floor. Good. Then we're going to kind of do a slow flow back and forth. So now the left foot comes to the outside of the left side of your chair, and the top of the left foot is on the earth, and the left knee is pointing down. And we're just going to do a gentle flow side to side. So now the right knee bends back, and then it comes forward. Left knee. And just kind of find a little flow here. Back and forth, maybe taking a minute to connect with your intention. Spine stays long and straight here. We'll take one more to each side. And come on back to center. And this time we're going to take the legs a little bit wider, back to about hip width distance apart. And we're just going to flow in and out of forward fold. So we're going to inhale the arms up by the ears. And your options are for the hands to come to the thighs and then travel down the shins any amount to find a forward fold that works for you. And then on an inhale, the hands travel back up the legs and they come back up by the ears. The other option is to keep the belly engaged and just take the arms wide, so you're kind of doing a swan dive over the thighs. And then reverse that swan dive back up. So your option, but we're just going to exhale as we forward fold and inhale as we rise back up. Arms go overhead. Keep flowing. So the next time you come to your forward fold, I'd like for you to hold there. So you can be up on your forearms with the head hanging heavy, or the torso draped over the thighs and the head hanging heavy. But just take a few minutes here, letting any negative or unwanted thoughts just flow out the top of your head into the soil of your yoga practice. Feel the breath on your thighs or on your arms. Staying present in the body. Good. Draw the belly in toward the spine. And we're going to try to roll up as slowly as possible. So imagine you're stacking one vertebrae on top of the next as the torso raises all the way up. Shoulders and head are the last thing to lift. And just notice how your head feels after that forward fold. It's a great way to help you be more focused or to just sort of release tension. Forward folds are great for that. All right, so let's bring the knees together again, and we're going to take the left forearm to the outside of the right knee, and that means the torso is going to lean forward a little bit. And then just stay here, or that right hand reaches back for the back of the chair to open up into a twist to the right here, and we're going to hold this and breathe. So the right hand can always be on the right hip if that feels better for you, or the right hand reaches for the back of the chair. Hang out here and breathe. Good. Bring the left hand up to the left thigh. Gently untwist. Take a minute to kind of reset the spine. And then we're going to take the straight right forearm to the outside of our left knee. The torso leans forward a bit. And either left hand to the left hip to help twist open to the left, or the left hand reaches for the back of the chair. Again, we're not forcing anything here. The arms and the hand just provide a little leverage for us to deepen into our twist. Slow breaths. Good. Right hand to the thigh. Lift yourself back up and untwist. And we're going to lean or sit all the way back in our chair. We're just going to do some arm flows here. So our back is fully supported by the back of our chair. And we're going to inhale the arms up overhead, the palms touch. And on an exhale, we nice and slowly lower the hands down in front of the heart center into prayer. And then we're going to open the arms up wide out to the sides like a T with the palms facing up. And then we're going to inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale. Hands lower it down to the heart center. And then we interlace the fingers. Press the palms to the front of the room. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and take a little bit of a back bend. So you're bending over the back of the chair. And then inhale, lift the body back up, palms pressed together, hands in front of the heart center. Good. Again, arms open out to the side, palms up. Inhale overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, palms go forward and up. And a little bit of a back bend. Inhale it up, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms go out wide to the side. Inhale overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe you interlace the fingers in the opposite way. And take the hands forward, up into a little bit of a back bend. And come back up, palms touch. Hands to heart center. We'll take it one more time and then we'll switch it up a little bit. So inhale, arms go wide. And lift overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, interlace, palms go forward, up and back. And inhale, lift it back up. Press the palms together and bring the hands to the heart center. And just take a minute to call to mind again your intention, your dedication. Good. Release the arms. Maybe come back Well, no, we're not going to come back forward because we're going to add a little bit. We're going to take a little bit of a sun salutation here. So we're going to inhale the arms up by the ears. And then exhale, arms go out to the side, palms up. Inhale, and then find a forward fold. Good. Come on, all the way back up, arms overhead. And on an exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand reaches for the back of the chair. Inhale, arms come back up. We square the shoulders forward. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back through center. Interlace the fingers and take your little bit of a back bend again. And come on back up. Exhale, arms go out to the side. Swan dive to a forward fold over the legs, whatever that looks like for you. Inhale, rise it all back up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms up through center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale through center, interlace the fingers, press the palms up, take your little back bend over the back of the chair. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, forward fold. Couple more. Inhale, rise it all back up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through center, arms up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale through center, interlace the fingers. Exhale, back bend. Inhale it up. One more time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise it all up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale through center, interlace the fingers. Exhale, a little back bend. Inhale, rise it up, release the arms, and just take a minute. Maybe you lower your gaze or close your eyes. Just notice how your body's feeling without judgment or expectation. Good, then let's come on back to the front edge of your chair, and we're going to extend the arms, palms up, straight out to the side, and we're going to bring that left elbow under the right, and options are to grab opposite shoulders or the backs of the hands, touch in front of the face, or the full twist where the palms are touching in front of the face. You can keep your legs right where they are, or there's an option to cross the left knee over the right, or maybe even that left foot crosses or hooks behind the right ankle. Big stretch for the shoulders. Breathe into the middle of your shoulder blades, the upper middle part of your back. Maybe try lifting the elbows a little bit more if you want a little bit more intense of a stretch, or you can take the hands away from the face to intensify the stretch. You do what works. And breathe. So this is eagle arms and eagle legs. Good, nice and easy. Gently untwist, uncross. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. And we'll take it on the other side. So arms extend straight out to the side. And now the right elbow comes under the left elbow, and either hands grab opposite shoulders, or the backs of the hands come together in front of the face, or the palms touch. And this time we'll cross the right knee over the left knee. Maybe the right foot hooks, maybe not. Doesn't matter. Breathing into that upper middle back again. Keeping the mind's focus on the breath, on the sensation that you're feeling anywhere in your body. Good. Gently untwist the arms, uncross the legs. And again, just shake it all out. Letting go of any tension that might still be holding on to. We're going to scooch back in our chair again. We're going to take the right arm out to the side, and we're going to bend that elbow and bring the back of the right hand to our low back. So the right forearm is all along the low back. You can just stay there, or maybe the right arm grabs the back of your chair. And we're going to inhale the left arm up by the left ear. And we're going to take a little bit of a side bend over to the right. And breathe. On an inhale, lift it back up, lower the left arm, release the right arm, and we'll just switch it out. So now the back of the left hand and the left forearm are on the low back, and this can always be done just with your hand on the seat to take a side bend. But if you want to add a little something different, bring the back of the left hand to your low back. Inhale the right arm up by the right ear. And we'll take a little bit of a side bend over to the left. So keep drawing the right shoulder back so we're not rounding into this. We're really opening the entire right side of the body. And we're breathing. Good. Lift it all back up. Leave the left arm where it is. And we're going to see what it feels like to let the right arm land a little bit on top of the left arm. So you're either grabbing the fingers or the wrists, the forearms, or opposite elbows. Everybody's shoulder flexibility is different, so you do whatever works for you. And we're going to kind of lean back on the chair a little bit, on the backrest of your chair. Just breathe into the shoulders, feel the opening of the collarbone area. Noticing whichever arm is on top, because we're going to switch the arms up next. Good. Release your grip, extend the arms wide, and then switch whichever arm is on top. And lean back into your chair a little bit. You're really not touching the chair. Your arms are touching the chair, but your back isn't. Good. Gently release your grip wherever it is. And we're going to come back forward to the front edge of our chair. And this one I want you to please respect your body, and if it doesn't work for you, then you can watch this part, laugh at me, or do whatever you want to do. Well, actually, what you can do is all of us can likely push down through the seat of our chair to lift the hips up off the chair any amount and release. So if this is good for you, keep doing that. Just push down through your hands to lift the sit bones off of your chair. If you want to take it a little bit further with me, we push down on the seat of the chair and the hips come forward and we find a little bit of a squat. And then we lift it back up onto the chair, right? So we lift the hips, maybe they come forward, we take a little squat in front of the chair, and we come back up. But it's perfectly fine just to lift the hips up and not do the squat. It's your practice. You do what works for you. Take 2 more if you're up. Good. Come on back up to sit in your chair. And again, we're going to take the right ankle over the left knee or the right ankle over the left ankle. And we're going to take a twist to the right from here. So the left hand's going to come to that right knee. The right hand reaches back. Keep that right foot flexed and the legs stay exactly where they are. And we twist the torso to the right and breathe. Good. Gently release back through center. Right hand is going to grab the right foot. We take a little counter stretch to the left. And release back through center. Uncross the right leg. Recross the left ankle over the right knee or the right ankle. Lengthen the spine. Right hand to the left knee. Left hand reaches back for the chair or your hip. And take a twist to the left. Left foot's flexed. Gently untwist, take it all the way over for that counter stretch to the right. And release out. We're going to recross the right ankle over the left knee or the left ankle. And we're going to bring the hands to the low belly. And we're going to round the back and just come forward any amount. So it's almost like a cat pose. We're leaning forward over that crossed right leg. And we're going to take a few rounds of breath here. And gently, slowly lift it all the way back up. Uncross the right leg, recross the left leg over the knee or the ankle. Draw the belly in, round the back, and find any kind of forward fold over the left leg. And breathe. Good. Gently straighten the spine back up. Uncross the leg. So this is where you may want a block or a footstool. So we're towards the front edge of our chair and either the right foot lands on your block or you can scooch back in your chair and bring the right foot to come up on the chair. You have to accommodate your body in whatever way you need to. So maybe the right foot is on a footstool or a block, or it's up on your chair. And we're going to twist away from that right knee. So that the right elbow can push into the right knee to help you twist. You can hug the right knee with that right arm to help you twist open. Left hand can be to the back of the chair to provide some support. Wherever you are in this pose is perfect. We're doing lots of twists today, which help with digestion. They help boost our immune system, which everybody needs these days, I guess. Good. Gently untwist. Lower that right foot, and then we'll take that on the other side. So the left foot comes to your block or your footstool, and you twist to the right, either hugging or using that left elbow as a lever to open your twist to the right, or that left foot comes up to the seat of the chair. I always offer variety and options for the poses. It's hard doing the classes online because I can't see people's bodies. I can't see what they're doing in order to prompt a different modification. So I try to teach you how to do that for yourself so that all the poses are accessible to you. Good. Gently untwist. And we're going to do it again. So we're going to put the right foot either on a block or up on the chair. And we're going to extend the left leg straight out in front. Circle the left ankle a little bit. Circle it the other way. And then we're just going to bend and straighten the left leg. So re-bend the left leg. Inhale, extend it straight out in front. Exhale, it bends. Inhale, extend. Exhale, it lowers. Couple more. Good. And switch it up. So now the left knee bends to your block or the seat of the chair. Right leg extends forward. Circle the right ankle in both directions. Just loosening up the ankle joints a little bit. And then we'll loosen up the knee joints. So bend the right knee. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, straighten. Keep going. Couple more. Good. Release out. And now let's stand either next to or behind the chair. I'm going to go ahead and stand behind it. And we're just going to flow in and out of chair pose, which basically means we're just bending our knees to a little bit of a squat. So maybe stand behind your chair and feet and legs are as close to together as possible. Take a breath in, and on an exhale, we're just going to bend the knees any amount like we're sitting in an invisible chair. And then inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees any amount. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. So you can stay just like this, or you can alternate raising an arm up in front as you lower. So maybe you play with the arms, maybe you keep holding on. You do what works for you. Legs and feet are together. We're building all kinds of strength in the legs and in the glutes. Let's take 2 more. Good. And come on up. So now let's stand next to the chair. We're going to play with our balance with tree pose. So spread the right, so I'm standing with my right leg closest to the side of the chair. And I'm going to spread my toes as wide as I can and then try to grip the floor. Feel roots growing down through that right foot. Find a little spot to stare at, a few feet on the floor in front of you. And we're going to bend the right knee, left knee. Kick the left knee out to the left. And the left foot can act as a kickstand, staying on the right ankle. And you can play with your balance here. Another option is bringing the sole of the left foot to the inner right calf. And you can play with your balance here. Or the left foot comes all the way up to the right thigh. But wherever you are, imagine everything drawing to the center line. So the left foot pushes into the right leg pushes into the left foot. Keep staring at your little spot in front of you. And if you wobble and fall out, no big deal. Just get back in. Do what you want with your hands. Either stay holding on or maybe you play with a lighter touch on the chair to challenge your balance. Keep rooting down through that right foot. And gently release the left leg back down to the earth. And we'll take it on the other side. So now I'm standing on my left leg. So I'm going to spread the toes, really root down to the floor. Find your drishti or your little spot to stare at. Bend the right knee out to the right. And notice the difference between both sides. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to balance on one side than it is the other. So remember your options: kickstand, calf, or thigh. All trees are beautiful and important and necessary. So you take whatever form of tree pose works best for you. This can also be done standing with your back against a wall to provide you support. Or maybe you hold onto the wall with one hand. Just breathe here, playing with your balance, challenging yourself in any little bitty way that you can. If it's lightening that grip on the chair with your left hand, or if it's moving yourself away from the wall a little bit. Drawing to the midline of the body, pushing the right foot into the left leg into the right foot, and pushing down through your left foot. It's a lot to say, a lot to remember without falling over. Good. Gently come on out. So we're going to stay here standing with our left leg closest to the chair. And we're going to inhale the right arm up by the right ear. The left hand's holding onto the chair. We're going to take a side bend over to the left. And then draw that right shoulder back a little bit, so you're adding a little wee bit of a back bend to this side bend. Root down through the right heel. Good. Lift it all up. Lower the right arm. We'll come back to the other side of your chair to take that side bend over to the right. So legs are together, right hand holding onto the chair, left arm comes up by the left ear, and then we take our side bend over to the right. Good. Inhale back up. Release the left arm. And let's inhale both arms up overhead. The palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms extend wide, palms up. And then bend the elbows, and we're going to do what we did seated earlier. So we're either grabbing the hands. This is where you might want to strap if your flexibility in your shoulders is limited, or if you've had shoulder injuries, you may want to just hold on to your strap here. So fingers clasp, wrists clasp, forearms clasp, or opposite elbows, remembering which arm is on top. And then we're going to see if you can make some shoulder rolls backwards while the arms are behind the back. So the shoulders come forward, up, back, and down. This limits the range of motion in your shoulders, but feels nice. Good. Remember which arm is on top. Inhale the arms wide. Take a breath out. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms go wide. Exhale, other arm is on top now. So there's some kind of grip happening behind your back, whatever you're doing to accommodate yourself in this pose. And then take the shoulder rolls backward. Release out. One more standing pose, and then we're going to sit back down. So now we're going to face the seat of our chair. We're going to do one more little twist here. So we're going to bring the right foot up to the seat of our chair. And if this is not something that works in your body, you can take that block or that footstool again and bring the right foot up to a lower prop. Wherever you are, that right knee is bent, standing on your left leg. And we're going to do some twist, take a twist option here. So either the right hand comes to the right hip, left hand comes to the outer edge of the right knee, and you twist in a more upright position. Or you can hook that left elbow to the outer edge of the right knee, and then the hands come in prayer in front of the heart center to open the twist to the right. So you have options, more upright, or that left elbow hooks, prayer hands in front of the heart. Doesn't matter, they're all beautiful. Breathing, and gently lift yourself back out. Shake it out a little bit, and we'll take it on the other side. So now the left foot comes to the seat of the chair, your footstool, your block, whatever works. Left hand comes to the left hip, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and you twist open to the left. Or that right elbow hooks, hands come to prayer. As long as you're twisting to the left, you're fulfilling the intention of the pose. gently release out and come on back up. Looks like my battery is about to die. So let's come on down to sit, and I'm going to run and get my charger. So entertain yourselves for half a minute. Okay, sorry, this has never happened before. We're gonna get us hooked up here. We don't want our batteries to die. There we go. Okay, so sorry about that. All right, so we're seated. We almost made it through. What do you do? Almost 50 minutes. All right, so we'll cool down here and relax a little bit with our, before we do our meditation. So we're going to take the right hand and bring it to the forehead. And we're going to press the hand into the head and the head into the hand into the head. So we're just activating the muscles of the neck. And you're just going to hold that pressure, equal pressure, and breathe. Chin stays lifted. And release. Then we're going to take the left hand flat on the back of the head, and same thing. Equal pressure, head into hand into head, activating the neck muscles. And gently release. We'll even it out here. So now the right hand comes to the right side of the head. Same thing. Equal pressure, head into hand into head. And release. Other side, left hand comes to the left side of the head. Push the head into the hand and the hand into the head. And gently release. So we'll move into our final relaxation and meditation. So remember, your options are to stay seated, palms up or down on the thighs, long straight spine, feet rooted into the floor. You can always lie down on the floor, a bed or a couch, lying on your back. Or if you're at your desk, you can put your head on your hands. But wherever you are, take a minute or two to fidget and wiggle around until you get comfortable. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Allow the body to feel very heavy and soft. Noticing the effects of the class in your body. Allowing your attention to land on your breath. And I have a short meditation from the Meditation Bible, and this one is called 3 Boxes. So equanimity is the basis for love and compassion. And it regards everyone as equally deserving of your love and compassion. Without it, you find yourself preoccupied with sorting people into 3 boxes. Those whom you find good or attractive, those you dislike, and those to whom you are indifferent. And this restriction of your love and compassion to those on your approved list diminishes your freedom and joy. So I invite you to begin by thinking of someone whom you put in that good or attractive box. And ask yourself, are you seeing him or her clearly? Or perhaps you're putting the person on a pedestal. Would you still like the person as much if they were not as beautiful, clever, or funny as they are? And next, think of a person you find repulsive and go through a similar exercise. Are you painting a full picture of the person or making him or her into a two-dimensional caricature? Is any love or care for that person dependent on whether he or she is considered good to you? And then finally, think of a stranger about whom you have no feelings. Do you feel neutral towards this person because you haven't determined if he or she is useful to you or not? In this way, discover the self-centeredness inherent in putting people into 3 boxes. And now visualize all 3 people standing in front of you. And realize that all 3 want to be happy and want to avoid suffering. Imagine feeling love and compassion for all 3. And notice if this feels better than sorting them into good, bad, or indifferent. We'll have a couple minutes of silence. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring some small movements to your fingers and to your toes. And then as you're ready, reach the arms up by the ears and the legs out in front. Give yourself a big stretch in both directions. And then soften it all down, keeping the gaze lower to the eyes closed. Push the palms together in front of your heart center as our gesture of closing this practice. Cultivate again your intention that you set at the beginning of class, inviting that characteristic to manifest itself in your life this week. Just try to make yourself more aware over the next week if and when you are putting people into their 3 boxes, and recognize how much lighter it can make you feel to show all 3 of those people in those boxes some love and compassion. My soul honors your soul. I commend the place in you where the Spirit resides. I admire the place in you that is of love, light, truth, and peace, because it's also within me, and in sharing these things, we are united. We are one. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.